and welcome to Thrive with Grace. I'm your host, Kat, and I'm so glad you're here today. So, let's talk about something that even I have had to struggle with. How many of us have side hustles? Do you ever feel like you're drowning a little bit or it's overwhelmed when you have a whole full time job that you're trying to handle at the same time? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about some tips that I've used to try to help alleviate that and basically look to balance the two while maintaining a personal life at the same time. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Be sure to tune into our podcast. You can find us on Spotify. I really appreciate your support and I can't thank you enough for it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. I think it's very important for us to understand what and when is the right time to prioritize your side hustle. If you work a 9 to 5, chances are you can't really work on that hustle while you're on the clock. I mean, there are certain companies that are a little more flexible and relaxed than others, but I definitely don't want you to risk losing your job, your main job, before your side hustle becomes like a main thing. So we want to make sure that we don't let that happen. Don't be working on the side hustle while you're on the clock and you're supposed to be doing something. That is definitely more of a priority than your side hustle. Now, you can take breaks and maybe work on it then. It just depends on what that hustle is. I mean, most of the time you want to find time during the weekend, after work, or before work. But I definitely don't recommend that you work on that hustle while you're on the clock. Okay. I think with me, when I started real estate was a side hustle for me, if I can recall. And I think I'm right. I would work on real estate on the weekends. I would do my leads after work, and then you would find me showing houses out and about on the weekends. But never would you see me doing it while I was on the clock. It was very frowned upon. Now, I did have to report it to HR, so it's not like they didn't know that I was practicing real estate, but I made sure that I did not jeopardize my full-time job while I was getting my career started in real estate. Now, once I became very busy with real estate, I said goodbye to my full-time job, and now, thanks be to God, I am a full-time real estate broker. And that now is my priority. But before then, I definitely had real estate as my side hustle. I was a part-time real estate agent, and I had a full-time job at my first career when I was still in college. So my recommendation is that you prioritize, maybe give yourself 80% to your full-time job and 20% to your hustle, or maybe just try to even it out and give it 50-50, depending on what your main career is. Because I don't want you to risk losing your full-time income until your side hustle actually starts to pick up and take off. I recommend that you set clear boundaries for yourself while you have the side hustle that you're working on with your full time. Like I said, set a schedule and then go ahead and maintain it. You don't want your side hustle to start going over into your full-time job because your employer may very well frown upon it. Now, if you're your own boss, that's something completely different. But I will tell you, in my experience, people say that they can multitask, but how often are you really as productive as you think you are when you claim that you're multitasking? No, I want you to dedicate time to work on one project and then time to work on the other project. That's why I say maybe handle it on the weekends or after work and give yourself a certain amount of time to be able to get it done and get it accomplished. Now, if your side hustle is a service or a product that has to be done, then you definitely need to make sure that you're prioritizing. And honestly, it just came to my mind, but you want to make sure that it's worth the money because, if you're getting paid more on the full-time job, then you definitely need to focus on that and maybe look for a better hustle because the side hustle is supposed to help increase income and not take away. So If what you're doing as a side hustle, that hourly pay turns out like after you do the numbers and everything, it's only like you're making $5 per hour with that side hustle, sweetheart, that's not a good side hustle, and we need to go ahead and look for something else. I'm here to tell you that it's not worth you risking losing your full-time job for this side hustle that you just really enjoy doing, but you're only making $5. That's not a real hustle. My other suggestion, we're in a day and age now where AI is so big and there are so many softwares and programs that you can use. I wonder if you dug a little deeper, maybe you could put some of that side hustle projects on automation. Maybe it's something that you can have automatically done. They have drop shipping. Drop shipping is what? It is a side hustle until you turn around and make it a full-time gig for yourself. But there are companies that will actually ship things out for you. You can go to certain websites, certain software programs that will go ahead and handle things for you. I know myself, I use Canva. They have AI in Canva now. I use Chat GPT. There are so many things that you can utilize now to help alleviate that time and some of the pressure that you have while you're trying to get your side hustle up off the ground. I do also recommend that you set clear goals for this side hustle. What is the ultimate goal? Is it supposed to be able to allow you to leave your full-time job? Is it just for you to have extra money for vacations? What is the plan? We need to have a clear plan. For me, my side hustle, which was real estate, I had a goal to become a full-time real estate agent. I wanted to make sure that I was generating enough business, enough income, so that way I did not have to clock in and clock out for someone else. I wanted to make sure that I was focused and I worked for myself. Do we need an exit plan? Are we going to have this side hustle till we make a certain amount of money, we have a certain amount of money saved, and then we're not going to do this hustle anymore? What's the clear goal? Set a clear goal for yourself so we know what we're working towards. That way you have your why, your focus, and your vision is set. We know what the vision is. We know what the goal is. Very necessary for you. I want you to also take time and make sure you're keeping up with that work-life balance, because now you have the side hustle and you've got a full-time job. When are you going to have time for yourself? When are you going to have time for your family? That is very important. It is very important. The name of this channel is Thrive with Grace. We focus on self-love, self-care. We focus on making sure that our anxiety is in check. If we're dealing with depression, we want to make sure that our depression is in check. If you start neglecting yourself and putting all these other things ahead of yourself, guess what? You lose in the end. You will lose in the end, and that dream, that passion that you have, it will be for what? For nothing, because you're no longer going to be here. Depression is real, anxiety is real, and stress is real. I don't want you to get so bogged down and overwhelmed with these projects that you have put in place that you forget about yourself, you forget about your family, and you're no longer a priority, and neither is your family. Now the side hustle is just the priority. For what? For a few extra dollars? No, no sir, no ma'am, no, no, no. That is not why we're here. That is not why we're doing it. Set a clear goal, set a clear schedule, and pace yourself. You don't have to conquer everything in one day. What do they say? Rome wasn't built in a day. It is not necessary for you to have everything figured out and handled, but we do need to have those systems in place. Try to put together some automatic systems, some automated systems, if you want to call it that. And make sure you're scheduling and prioritizing those things so that in the end, you will win. If the goal is for this side hustle to become a business, a multi-million-dollar business, set those things into place. Get a mentor. Put together a business plan. Don't just be out here running the hustle. Don't just be out here running the hustle, excuse me. Make sure that you're putting things into place, that you have a plan, that you have a clear set goal. Make sure that you have a clear set goal. Make sure that you have a business plan, and better yet, get a mentor. If you're serious about this side hustle and it is supposed to go to the roof and you see it just as clear as day, then dear, you need to take it as seriously as you see it, as seriously as you envision it. Don't just be selling stuff on the side just because you're selling stuff on the side. The hustle is normally something that you're passionate about, something that you can see yourself doing long, short term, it doesn't matter, but you do need to have a clear goal. You need to have a clear vision. Okay, and I recommend that you get a mentor. I had a mentor. I had someone to go to confide in, to talk to, and they helped me with my vision. They helped me with my business plan. I took classes. I did everything that was necessary to get it done. I took my hustle seriously, and I expect no less from you. So I hope you appreciated this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to comment down below. If you've already got your hustle going, go ahead and tag yourself. Give yourself a shout out. I don't mind, okay? The name of this channel is Thrive with Grace. I pray that you have grace. I pray that you love yourself. And if no one told you today, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos and tuning in to more videos like this. I love you. Peace out.